The reuniting of Mary Byrne and Matt Cardle on air.
Hey!
It's great to see you.
You too, sweet.
Still as handsome as ever.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
How long has it been since the two of you have been...
Last time I saw you was in the Olympia, wasn't it?
That was the last. When was that last year? The year before last?
Year before, 2012.
12,
about
yeah.
April
That's the last time I
2012. So
seen you,
2 years ago.
Yeah.
How have you been?
And you were brilliant. I've been great.
Yeah.
I've just been kind of getting myself together and gone on my own as well and made my own album. So
Yeah, no.
Because the two of you are now music mogul territory. You're both sort of making your own stuff.
I know I wouldn't be in the same calibre now as Matt. You know what I mean? Like he has the young people running after him. I have all the 90-year-olds.
You also don't have a black eye.
I do, yeah.
Why do you have a black eye?
It's not a particularly rock and roll story. Someone threw a scatter cushion at me. I know, it's pathetic. I'm getting soft in my old age.
You got a black eye from a scatter
cushion. Yeah, well, it was thrown with some vigour. I'll give it that.
What
and
have
the
you
zip
done?
hit me in the eye.
Because it's an honest to God, like it looks like somebody just
punched me.
Yes.
Yeah.
With some commitment.
Yeah, yeah, it does. I wish I could say that happened, but it didn't. It was much more pathetic.
You and I have to have, actually, the last time you and I had a conversation, most of it was dedicated to Mel C and whether or not anything.
Yes, I seen that video. It was very
quite the video, wasn't it?
I was saying to myself, now if he was in the house with me, I'd smack him.
I think you have that.
Before we let Mary go, just one more time, just to make absolutely clear, I'm right in saying you were the only person, isn't that right, in the X Factor to beat Matt Cardle?
That's
I
right.
just wanted to restate that.
Yeah, the first week,
I got the longest standing ovation as well ever.
Oh, I know. It was. I was amazing. I'll never forget that.
I was standing there like, help! I didn't know where to turn.
No, I'll never forget that.
And I didn't beat Matt. He won the show, for God's sake.
Yeah, and did rather well.
And rightfully
went on to be quite a few of the records.
But do you remember? I said to you that night in boot camp when you sang the song you sang. First time I ever saw your face. Yeah. He came down from the stage, right? And we were all sitting, because we did it in sections. Do you remember that? We used to have to go up in sections. And I said, there's the winner of the X Factor. And he came to me then, when you won, I said, I told you. And he went, oh, thanks, Mary. And we all went out for a cigarette. It was great fun.
Yeah, I have to talk to him about the new album. Mary Byrne,
it's been a pleasure
again.
Total
pleasure and joy as always to see you.
Good luck with everything. I'll drop down to see you.
53102, by the way, if you want to get in touch by Matt and Mary. Thanks again for coming in, Mary. Thanks again for giving us a go at the album. Speaking of new albums, where are you standing on that front, Matt?
It was out in late October last year.
Selling hand over fist?
I haven't had the updates, but no, it's doing really, really well. It's doing really well. We missed out on our third top 10 album by about 800 copies. It came in at number 11. Yeah, but you know, super happy.
And you've done the same kind of thing that we were talking to Mary about. You have effectively said, I am going to take large parts of control over my own stuff.
Yeah, I did. You know, I think it was necessary for me because of how I came into the industry initially. You know, growing up writing music and being in bands and things like that, and always having complete control. It's a double-edged sword. It has its ups and downs, you know, being that in control of everything. There's a lot more to do, but then again, I love everything that I do. So
it also must bring a sort of a reliability and a certainty to it, because you're not victim to somebody else's whim.
No, you're not. Which sometimes it can be handy to have an enormous amount of input from you know, other places, but I prefer the weight to be on my shoulders.
Have you a cold?
I'm not too sharp at the moment. Not gonna lie.
You've how many gigs coming up?
A few, 20.
Is it 20? Is that many?
Yeah, I had a Vit B shot yesterday and I'm on antibiotics. I'm absolutely fine.
And you're doing what? 2 dates in Belfast, 2 dates in Dublin. Is that what you have lined up?
No, we're on The Voice tonight, and then we are doing Belfast on the 1st and Dublin on the 2nd.
And that's Mandela Hall and Academy in Belfast. And
yep, those are the ones.
Look forward to it.
I literally cannot wait. The band are back in the studio in London, rehearsing away. I've taken the day out to, you know, it was okay. We're ready, but I'm literally flying back in the morning, and then we've got a last day in the rehearsal studio. Then we all jump on the tour bus, and we're back within 24 hours.
And you do the tour bus thing. It's not a metaphorical
We've done
bus.
hotels. Every other tour I've done hotels. And I just want it to be a bit more rock, because it is a rock and roll show. If you come down, you know, you'll see it's very much rock and roll, and I just wanted it to be kind of all encompassing. So it was just I'd never done a tour bus before, and I thought it'd be.
I would have thought that, given what you had said publicly about recent experiences with the drink and the pills and all of the rest of it, that rock and roll was not the way to be going.
In a musical sense, in a lifestyle sense, it's very much I don't know, songs of praise, but is it gone all songs of praise? Are you 100% sober and clean? Yeah, I am, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. It was necessary. It was a life-saving choice, and I would never have made it to tour, let alone through tour. So I leave all the extracurricular rock and roll up to the band.
Was it drink? Was it pills?
It was it was just drinking Valium. Don't go near Valium. It's naughty.
And was it Valium for the entertainment value of the Valium, or to deal with stress of performing and all the rest of it?
Initially, it was just for flights, because we went to and from LA 5 times last year, writing and shooting videos and things like that. And it was the first time, at the very end of the year before, I get lost, 2013, very end of 2012, I had a few drinks and some Valium, and my friend suggested that I should take some for flying, and I'd felt more relaxed than I think I've ever felt in my life, especially after the show, and then started to lean on it a bit more, and then lean on it on a weekly and then daily. It swiftly became out of control, and a physical and mental dependency. But
when did you know it was out of control? What was rock bottom?
Towards the end of last year, towards Christmas. I mean, I was having kind of quite severe meltdowns, and they were getting like contractions. They were getting closer and closer and closer together. And
as in emotional meltdowns, like
I mean, one of the side effects from coming off benzos is, withdrawing from benzos is emotion. They were absolutely surface. They were just, I'd cry for no reason. I'd be sat here, like I was in a black cab end of last year, and I was chatting away, and then I stopped, and the next thing I know, I'm in floods of tears, and the cabbie pulled over, got in the back, he's like, "Matt, you all right?" And I was like, "I don't know." So I don't know what's going on anymore, So there was a few signs, and then it was my brother really just said, "Hey man, I think you need to go and have a look at yourself." Friends alerting me to how much of it I was eating and all that, and I was aware-ish of what the dangers were. But then when I went into the consultation at rehab, they were just like, "Get in here."
And was it residential? Did you lock yourself away for a couple of weeks?
It was 28 days, yeah.
And at the end of it, done.
Clean and serene.
And did you actually feel better? I know you have to say, like, there has to be the thing, I've never felt better, but you do actually feel...
The thing with getting clean and becoming clean is you get your feelings back, and they're not always a good thing, because you start to feel stuff that you haven't been allowing yourself to feel for a long, long time. Some of it's happy, some of it's sad, some of it's stressed, but it's just dealing with those feelings and emotions. It's actually processing them and not running from them and hiding from them. But I'm back on top form, and just ready to smash this tour.
And back on top form musically as well?
I think so, absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's sounding great. Rehearsals are sounding great. We've got a new bass player, Richard Lobb, who's an extremely talented young man. And yeah, we've got 3 albums to choose from now. So we've been cherry picking to make the best show possible. And it's all very upbeat, it's all very rock and roll, so grab tickets and come down.
We are going to tickets, I take it, are Ticketmaster?
Yeah, and mattcardlemusic.com/live.
mattcardlemusic.com/live. And we can see you tonight on The Voice.
Absolutely.
Matt Cardle, thank you so much for dropping in, because I know it was a bit of a sprint to make it here from the airport. We're very grateful that you did. And we'll take a cut from the new album, which is When We Collide.
Today FM.